allow me to introduce our sovereign lord, Ralph Jones, King of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and all her other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, defender of the faith.
How you doing?
King Ralph is a 1991 comedy film based off of a 1980 novel that would find box office success. Peter O'Toole stars as Sir Cedric Charles Willingham, who is tasked with finding an heir to the throne of England following the tragic death of the entire royal family in a horrible accident.
I know at a time like this it's difficult to apply oneself to any task, but a surviving heir to the throne must be found. The nation, the Commonwealth, and I dare say the known world await your findings. Good luck, gentlemen.
With the United Kingdom and the rest of the world in mourning and grief, he and his assistant secretary Duncan Phipps, played by Richard Griffiths, finally find a living heir, an American named Ralph Jones, played by John Goodman.
Hello, my name is Duncan Phipps, and this is Inspector Maguire.
Great. What do I do now? A couple checks bounced?
No, nothing. No, he's here for your protection.
Hey, Jones, get over here. I'm not finished talking to you.
Come on in, I'll sign a picture for you.
Thank you. Smashing show, by the way. Absolutely smashing.
Listen, Jones, we're not renewing you after this week. What? I'm putting Mitzi in your slot. Vacate your room by noon tomorrow. We're going to put your stuff out in the street.
Shit, can you believe that?
It's beyond all comprehension, Your Majesty.
Ralph works as a lounge singer in Las Vegas, Nevada, and is informed by Phipps that he is the rightful heir to the royal throne. As expected, Ralph is skeptical.
You see, the late King's uncle, the Duke of Warren, had a small dalliance with your grandmother, Constance, who I'm told was a waitress at the hotel where he was staying.
One gastro death dealer with onions, jalapenos, and Tabasco.
Thank you. At any rate, Constance had a son, your father. Now, since he and your grandmother are both dead, you are the only surviving royal heir in your line.
Look, Dunk, even if I believed you, which I don't, I haven't got time to be the King of England right now. I gotta get a job.
This is more than a job.
Maybe I should put a band together.
Do you remember your grandmother at all?
Connie? Yeah.
Remember a ring she used to wear?
Sure, she used to brag about it all the time. She said she got it from some prince or something.
There's only one other like it, the Duke of Warren's. Was this the ring?
Holy shit.
Once flown to London, Cedric meets with King Ralph and begins to teach him royal etiquette, trying to adjust the American king to British culture.
This is extremely nice. Better than I'm used to.
This is the picture gallery. Many of the people in these paintings are your relatives. That's the Duke of Warren, your unfortunate grandfather. You have his chin. That's George III. You may remember him. He was king during that little temper tantrum you call the Revolutionary War.
Ha, sounds like sour grapes to me, Sud. After all, we did kick your ass.
The loss is entirely yours, or rather theirs. Try to remember that you're an Englishman now.
Okay, but I still think they kicked our ass.
Sneaking away to a strip club, he meets Miranda Green, played by Camille Coduri, a timid and sweet exotic dancer whom he instantly takes a liking to. She agrees to go on a date with him if it's proved that he actually is the incoming king of the United Kingdom.
I'm the new king here.
The king of what? Burlesque?
No. England.
I don't think that's a proper thing to joke about right now.
I'm not joking. They just hired me yesterday. I could probably get you your job back.
I don't think that's...
I don't want my job back. I just want to get dressed. Will you excuse me, please?
This will only take a minute. Look, I'm new in town. I don't know too many people. So I was thinking we'd get together tomorrow night, maybe have a drink, discuss the mood of the country.
Alan?
Who's Alan?
The bouncer.
Phipps. It's ridiculous. Nobody believes me. Maybe we should get some cards printed up or something.
Yes, you mentioned.
In the meantime, Lord Percival Graves, played by John Hurt, staunchly against having an American sitting on the throne, attempts to find ways to take down King Ralph, with his eye on the throne himself.
Better that Parliament declare his line at an end than subject England to this embarrassment.
Are you suggesting that we have no king at all?
Certainly not. Simply choose a king from the House of Stuart who reigned in glory before the Wyndhams. Make theirs a royal line again.
That would be your line, would it not, Lord Graves, making you next in line for the throne?
Yes, I believe it would.
Removing Jones would be a drastic measure for Parliament to take at this juncture. After all, he does have royal blood, no matter how badly diluted.
So until he commits some grievous error,
we will simply have to live with him.
Well, yes.
Graves bribes Miranda to have a public relationship with Ralph and stir up controversy with the tabloid press. As Miranda, struggling for money, reluctantly goes along with the plan, she begins to feel guilty and breaks off the agreement with Lord Graves. Nevertheless, with the tabloids running wild, what will become of the love story between Ralph and Miranda? And will King Ralph be able to keep his rightful position on the throne? This movie was released 11 years after its source novel, Headlong, by Emmeline Williams was published. The movie was filmed between April and July of 1990 in the United Kingdom. The script was originally written with Bill Murray in mind, and John Candy was also considered for the lead role. This film marked the first top-billed starring role of John Goodman, with his first solo name above the title billing, just above the billing of Peter O'Toole. According to a February 12, 1991 edition of the Los Angeles Times, in an article titled, "No Leading Man, King Ralph Insists," John Goodman denied his new leading man status in the movie, saying he was still just a character actor. John Goodman does his own singing in the film, and it's quite impressive. His character sings everything from Don Ho's Tiny Bubbles,
Tiny bubbles, thank you. Been a while.
to Little Richard's Good Golly Miss Molly,
Good golly, Miss Molly, you so like the ball. Yeah, good golly, Miss Molly, you so like the ball.
to a fantastic rendition of Gene Chandler's Duke of Earl at the end of the movie.
As I walk through this world, nothing can stop the Duke of Earl.
During this movie, King Ralph and Miranda go to a Burger King in London where Ralph attempts to get a Whopper. One of John Goodman's first acting jobs ever was in a commercial for Burger King, where he happily consumes a Whopper. Universal Pictures launched a marketing campaign for the film, including a partnership with Burger King valued at $8 million. On February 15, 1991, King Ralph was released, becoming a box office success. It grossed a worldwide total of $52.4 million on a budget of $23 million. I actually didn't see this film until the 2010s, and I was impressed. John Goodman is a very good actor. Peter O'Toole and John Hurt do an excellent job, as to be expected. And Camille Kaduri does a pretty good job in her role as well. There's even an appearance by the always enticing Jolie Richardson as Princess Anna of Finland, who looks good, but has an insanely deep voice.
Yes, well, now that we've gotten to know each other, our representatives can get together in the morning to work out a schedule for our courtship. I have a few travel commitments that have to be worked around.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this. Don't you think we should develop some special feelings for each other first?
Which would be a charming bonus, but I hardly think it's necessary. We're royals. We marry for the position.
This movie is pretty damn good, and I rate it very close to being an 8. Just under an 8 star. I always enjoy comedy films from the early 1990s. The 1990s were my childhood. Better pop culture. Often better times. I recommend the 1991 comedy film King Ralph.
And when I hug you, Dory, my Duchess of Earl, we'll walk through my door.